Hey, good evening or good afternoon or good morning, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live here in Virginia Beach. Today, what Spirit is guiding me to talk to you guys about is what love truly means and what love is and the power of love. Okay. As of recently, people have been coming to me for a whole bunch of really amazing quantum physics energy work where my assistance with love energy that is God and through me is needed to do stuff in courtrooms and really difficult family situations, problems and issues in earth world reality, everything from divorce, mental illness to physical illnesses to how to deal with everything that's going on in people's lives and people and great unwellnesses and injustices and both in earth world and metaphysical unwells as well. My job is really to work with love energy to help people come and be and utilize the power of love energy in its purest form to create the best outcome for all and teach all how to do this and how to come from that space with love energy within themselves and work with that so they can have their greatest lives. As you know, not all of us are always in our greatest lives. That's the main core way that enlightenment works. How we get into in earth world reality. Not meaning how we get into earth world reality, that we are in earth world reality. That is how it really works. So, in other words, usually in an earth world reality with great suffering is how one gets to enlightenment unless they were consciously with God or love energy, which is what I do now. There was a time when I went through great suffering as well, and that's how I got on this journey, and that's how it's designed in earth world reality to get here. That's part of the grand plan of law of universe with spirit. But today we're going to talk about love energy and how people think love energy is about people just falling in love with each other. And love is, I love my mother, I love my father, I love to draw, I love to paint. I love the idea of love, and they think they know what love is when truly they do not. So we're going to really discuss what love is in its purest form, how we are like thinking of love in this earth world reality and not the God's honest truth of all that is love, and the power that we have with quantum physics or quantum love energy, what I call love energy, God magic physics, okay? Because in order to have the most amazing abilities with quantum physics, you have to be in this space of love energy with God in its purest form to truly make your dreams happen. And the only way that you can really be in that space is to live, eat, breathe, sleep that space from here in earth world reality and in all ways as much as possible. It doesn't mean that you're less than if you do not. It's just everything is designed by your soul and what it came in here to do and its journey. And ultimately, it runs the show, and you're going to do what's best for you regardless. But my job here is to teach you every avenue you can learn and do, and all that is law of universe from love. And today we're discussing love and the truth, the God's honest truth about it, and how it is all the power. And that's what people are missing. That's what they're not getting. They think of love in earth world reality. So many people say, oh, I want a partner, I want a relationship, and why can't I just have a partner? And we'll talk about partners in future days, because partners are not a bad thing, but they must be the icing on your cake and not the cake. Your happiness comes from in here. In here, meaning your soul hooking up with love energy that is God and working from your highest heart self to create your greatest life. Your happiness comes from you. Okay. So gotta use the sage. It's a wild Friday, but it's a great Friday as well, See, with all things comes great things as well. So, and wildness too. Okay. All right. So this said, people come to me for every kind of thing that you can imagine to help and assist them with. Family crises, can't get along with people, their parents are sick or they're sick physically, mentally, their kids are out of control, they're out of control, everything from, domestic abuse, violence, legal issues from courts to murders, to I don't know how to handle this, very simple stuff, to really, really elaborate, complex, tons of stuff that their souls have built up inside of them from lifetimes, and it is time now to heal that. So if you get to me and my number, or you call me to assist you, it is because you've gotten to the point where in Earth World, all the techniques and tools that you have been using and that you have learned are no longer working for you, or you're at the point where you realize that, okay? Whatever it is, okay? When you realize this, that you know that you need a higher power, which is love energy, that is God, all right? So this is what I'm talking about. The highest power of all is love. Everything is love. Everything is up here, up here meaning love energy in its purest form, this Christ consciousness, and it is where all the power is. All right. And as long as I come from that space in my life with everything I do and work from that space constantly, always working on me, always working with God to create my greatest reality. And that's what I came in here to do as the highest form of love energy teacher that exists in this reality. This is where we have to be that for all of us, if we choose to be that. And this is our soul's mission. But you can be in this space in anything and everything you do. You do not have to become a love energy teacher or whatever it is, or a metaphysical teacher or spiritual teacher. You do not have to be up here to be able to have to do that or be able to get to do that. You pick and choose the level that you want to be at. So in your highest form, you do have to be in that space. If you want all the power that is all that is God, every avenue of your life, you want to clear out your shit, work with love energy, shit meaning unwellness in here. You work with spirit to address every single thing, anything and everything in your life, and create your greatest life from love up here. That's where spirit tells me everybody should be. That's purest form of enlightenment, your greatest happiness and all the greatness that is you. And all your great life out here in Earth World physical reality comes from. All right. Again, it's that purest space of love. That's where all the power is. If you think about it, love is everything. So why wouldn't that be all the power? It's all the power of everything. And when anyone or anything is in a less than space, there's going to be unwellness in some way, shape, or form in their reality. Okay. Can't not happen that way. It is the design of law of universe. Okay. So you decide from your soul's journey what level you want to take this to in Earth World. So you don't have to become me or anything like me, but you can have your greatest life the more you work from here and do what your soul came here to do in Earth World, and use these gifts in here to balance and have and be the greatest you came here to be at whatever vibrational level you came in here to be at. That's all the magic. Or whatever you feel in your heart, you do this work with, you can be anything, whether it's a super high vibing metaphysical teacher like me, or it's a fucking amazing artist like, let's say, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. You ever see him? He gets in this fucking zone and he's so gifted. And when I watch him like in interviews, I'm just like, wow. The guy, because he's got his shit together. He's made that connection from here to here in Earth World. Okay. Same thing is true with Steve Jobs. That's how he got this very iPhone that I'm doing this video on. That's how he created it. All right. So all of these people who are doing their greatest thing are somehow connecting, somehow within their heart space, connecting with source to make their fame, their not their famousness, but their greatest things happen in their life, and which their soul came in here to do, which is all the magic, and it all comes from love. Now they may not do that in the whole picture, but imagine if they did, they would have even more power, the extreme infinite amount of power that is possible in this reality. Okay. But you must be authentically in that love energy space or you cannot get there. So Steve Jobs can do this, but he can't do everything else and be happy everywhere else in his happiest, healthiest space if he doesn't do this in here with everything. Not possible. Okay. So today, that's what this video is about. I am talking to you about all of these things so you get a better understanding of how love is all the power. The more you work with it, the greatest life you're going to have and your dreams are going to be met. And I know we talk about this a lot, but here's where it comes in. People come to me when they have murder trials, divorce trials. They have, children who have threatened to, or people in their lives that have threatened to, blow up schools or school shootings or serious mental disorders, verbal, physical, sexual abuse. I mean, pedophiles. I mean, when all the stuff comes out of you and there's no recourse or no help for you out here in earth world reality, that's where people come to a space in themselves and call out for God and call out for love energy. That is where all the power is. So you can heal, change, clear, create any and all karma by being in this space if that's where you choose to be. I know that's pretty radical here, but I'll give you a few minutes to wrap your head around that because it's huge. It's huge. We have all the power from love to heal ourselves, regardless of what the karma is. But we can't be in the space of unwellness in earth world and expect that to happen from here because it can't happen. Okay? All right. So my job is to come from here and work with this energy in earth world to help people, to assist them and get them the greatest outcome from here with the love that spirit guides me to from within my soul and working with this energy in outside earth world reality. This is who I am. This is part of my gifts. It's quantum physics at the highest level of love energy that exists in this reality, and all that is. I'm able to transform people's souls, their unwellnesses in their souls. And it's not because it's me in a people space. It's because my soul came in here to do this. I work with God 24/7, and this is who I am and what I do. And I'm being guided to tell you about this because you have all the power to do this too. Then you don't need me, right? Then you won't get in all these fucked up issues and problems and super unwellnesses. And don't think for a second that the way I got to here that it was because I was born like this and I was well, because that's not how it really happens. All right, I can come in and choose to work with God or not. And when I'm in 98.999% of the time, in order to get here, you got to go through some serious ass fucking unwellness here in earth world to get to this point. And you got to work with God all the time. And this is what I do and teach. So when I do the magic that I do, and I do these YouTubes, it's coming from source through my soul with spirit through me in earth world reality so that people can get it. All right. So it's not like it's Lynn in a people ego space. It's God through me. That's where all my power comes from. That's where all your power comes from. Whether you're consciously aware of it in your soul or not, that's the whole way that things work with law of universe. The greatest you comes from here and is in and works with you because that is the magic. Just like the old saying, you cannot tell God what to do. That is truth. You can work with love energy in its purest form, and that's where people get all sorts of fucked up because they expect things to be the way that they expect them to be. But all the power that gives me the power to change verdicts in court cases, create great and amazing things for people, change family controversies, wills, estates, all kinds of crazy stuff comes from metaphysical magic. I must be in this space to be able, in this space up here, of the purest form of love energy and working with God or the highest form of love all the time, to be able to do this kind of magic, to transform souls, to do this work that I do. So the higher the metaphysical teacher being energy that I am and working with love energy in its purest form, the more amazing my magic becomes and my gifts are. Okay, it doesn't mean that there's not unwell magic. There absolutely is. But this magic trumps everything. This love energy trumps everything. It is everything. Okay, so as long as I am above the board in the highest form of love, coming from that place with everything that I do and everything in my life, and my intent is that, then I can help people and basically, I want to say manipulate, but create and change is a better word, because manipulation is like, it's not the healthiest, best word to use for this. It's really create and change the best and the best outcome, the best things for everybody, and give you the tools to do that for yourself. All right. So with this power, with this love energy comes the most amazing power of all. And as long as I'm in that space of love energy, there's no unwell that anybody anywhere can bring to me that I can't trump, that I don't have the power over, because as long as I'm here, it cannot harm me. All right. And I'm super protected even when I don't even realize I'm in that space. This is how things really, really work. Fucking amazing. And then imagine the space to extremes of learning way into the future. All right. This is where we are. We're standing on that threshold of this place. There are so many metaphysical teachers that are doing amazing things. But in order to grow and be the greatest that you can be and help people in earth world reality who are working towards that space, who are not yet in that space, this is the level of love we've got to be at. So if, and Spirit is telling me to teach you this and tell you this so you understand that this kind of love up here trumps everything. And the more you work with it, the more you have all the power, even in situations with court cases, families, unwellnesses, depression, doctors, surgeries, sickness, whatever it is. Here is where all your answers are. Here is where all the magic is, but you got to be in that space, all right? This is all what I do and teach. And so that's when people call me, is when they get in that space in earth and they don't know where to go. But that's why I'm here, from love, to help the world, to change the world. And that's who you are if you are subscribing to my videos and you're watching and working with Spirit through me, because we've come here to change the world, okay? So, but this video is to teach you about the magic of love, that it is everything and all that is, and it trumps all the power. It's the highest form of Dumbledore magic and all that is, okay? So that's to let you know how things truly work about love, energy, magic. Remember that. As long as you're in the highest form of love, is in everything that you do as much as possible, you trump anyone or anything that is in any form of less than space than that in whatever you're doing, because that's how it really works, no matter what. All right. So if you have an issue and you want to work with me, please call me, text me, PM me. You guys got all my contacts. I'm here on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on social media, Instagram, Institute for Christ Consciousness, the Copper Dragon. And you guys have the best day. Much love.